All right.
There we go. Whoops. Okay. Whoops, I forgot one thing. Hello everybody, welcome to the Geno Show.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Geno Show. Let me finish getting some things set up here real quick and I'll be right with you.
One second, I need my glasses. I need my pick. I need my iPad because I don't want to get on the tonight. Okay, here we go. What a beautiful home you discovered.
All right. All right, let me see if I can get rid of this home real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Geno Show. Today is May 1st, 2020, and we had some sad news on this beautiful day today. Ray Hennig of Heart of Texas Music passed away today, this morning, and so wanted to honor the man, the legend that he left behind by playing some tunes, some original Austin music on the guitars that I bought at Ray Hennig's Heart of Texas. My relationship with Ray started way back before I ever even bought my first guitar. It was with my dad, Mark Gottschall. Hello, Papa, if you're out there watching. He would take me in there when I was little bitty, buying his guitar and guitar stuff from Ray. So Ray knew me growing up, and I knew Ray and his kids, Shane Hennig and also Steve Hennig over there. So when it came time for me to buy my first guitar, where did I go but Ray Hennig's Heart of Texas Music? Growing up over there, you saw everybody from Stevie, Ray Vaughan, and Eric Johnson going in there to buy stuff. Asleep at the Wheels bus was parked right outside the store, and that was my neighborhood growing up, 78704 Barton Hills. The story I tell everybody is I had, in the square mile that I grew up in, we had Marcia Ball, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimmy Vaughan, and Rocky Erickson. And I grew up right around all four of those people. And we all hung out at Ray Hennig's Heart of Texas Music. And we all shopped at the Handy Andy in the Lamar Plaza store, shopping center over there. We all worked out at Big Steve's Gym. So shout out to some of my workout buddies from Big Steve's Gym. My brother Darren McInvale, also Ian Moore. We used to work out together over there, and none other than the Whipper Chris Layton as well. So it was a family place, the neighborhood place to be in South Austin, growing up in the 80s and 90s. I did not get that amp from Ray Hennig's. If I did, it probably wouldn't still be buzzing. Worked out at Big Steve's, shopped at Handy Andy, went to Ray Hennig's Heart of Texas. The Lamar Plaza drugstore was there. There was a Wynn's, Beal's department store, Fox Photo. If y'all remember the little Fox Photo booths, there was one of those there. And then, of course, a radio would never forgive me if I didn't tell her that, if I didn't mention the Thundercloud subs over there. There you go, a radio. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess the first thing that I bought at Ray Hennig's was my first bass guitar. It was when I graduated from high school. It was actually the graduation present from my grandparents. They gave me $200 to go buy whatever I wanted back in 1992, and I walked into Ray Hennig's, and I'm pretty sure it was Steve Hennig that I was talking to, and I said, I want the bass that'll give me the most sounds that I can get, the most versatile bass you have. And they said, well, how much have you got? And I said, $200. And he said, well, here's this Fender Jazz bass and this little Fender bass amp right here. and we'll give it to you for $300. So I was like, fine, I'll take it. It's my entry into the professional music world. And that's how I got to play bass. No, that's not how I got to play bass. I was playing bass way before that. But that was the first big purchase I made at Ray's. And if you go on my website, you might be able to see some pictures of me playing that old bass in some of the bands I was in growing up with. The band Anchorheads was the first, well, it wasn't actually the first band. But we used to play down on 6th Street. We had played at Steamboat. We opened up for Bob Schneider, MC Overlord, all those guys that were playing at Steamboat back in the late 90s. And sorry, this is the storyteller session of the Geno Show tonight. I am going to play some music and sing for y'all, but I got to tell you these stories about Ray Hennig's and Hard Texas music. So, when the late 90s, my band Anchorheads, we were looking for places to practice, and we used to practice at our friend Jerry Hudson's house. Hey Jerry, how are you doing out there? Denise and Steve's dad. Hey Denise, hey Steve. With Christian, hey Christian. And Michael, my brother Michael. But sometimes Jerry got a little tired of us practicing over there, so we decided that we would look for different places to go practice. And so we asked everybody from the Broken Spoke on down to see if we could practice there. And one night we were kind of driving around Barton Hills, and we ended up somehow over there by Ray Hennig's Heart of Texas Music. And for those of y'all that know, if you remember the Lamar Plaza shopping center over there, there was a little driveway between where the Handy Andy was, which I guess it was Market Basket by the late 90s, and the other section where the Crystal Store and the bookstore and custom guitar shop were over there, and where Ray's was. And there was an outlet right there, a little plug outlet right there in the driveway. So we set up our band, we set up the drums and the PA and the amps and everything, and we started playing live right there at Lamar Plaza Shopping Center. And wasn't too long before one of the neighborhood people came over and said, hey, we got a baby trying to sleep over here, so we had to shut it down. But we can say that we were actually playing at the Lamar Plaza, but way before there was a highball there. All right, so I wrote a bunch of tunes with that band, and at some point when I was with that band, I went back over to Ray's, and I wanted to join another band. There was a guy that I was working with, his name was James DeWitt, and also Phil Pritchett. I don't know if y'all remember this band. It was called Romantic Embargo. And there were a couple of guys, college guys, that were playing on Takamine acoustic guitars. I don't know if they bought them at Ray's, but I was like, hey, if I go get a 12-string, can I play in y'all's band? And they were like, sure. And so I went down to Ray's looking for a Takamine 12-string. And Ray looked me in the eye the way he does, and y'all know that look in Ray's eye if y'all remember Ray. And he said, well, do you have a good 6-string first? And I said, you know, not to speak of. The first guitar I bought, my dad bought me, actually it was probably from Ray's too, it was a Hondo 6-string. And that thing the action was so high that it made my fingers hurt so bad, I never wanted to play that thing. So then, so Ray said, do you have a good 6-string? And I said, no. And he said, well, here, try this one. And Ray put this guitar in my hands, this one, this red Takamine right here. And to this day, I still call this my sweet guitar. So let me play you a song. This is one of the first songs I ever wrote. I wonder if I even got it on my list. It may not even be on my list. I have to sing it by memory. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Just in case I forget. All right. One of the first songs I ever wrote, and I'm pretty sure it was one of the first songs I ever wrote on this guitar. So this song is about Austin, We're doing a tribute to Ray Hennig's Heart of Texas Music. And you can't have a tribute about Ray Hennig's Heart of Texas Music without thinking about Austin and Austin music. So here we go. Summer's here, love is near. Summer's here, and I'm still at home. Watch the clouds, see the stars. The world's at war, and I'm still at home. Blue, the sky is over water. Blue, the sky is over water. Cool breeze blows through the trees. Cool breeze blows through my hair. Touch the ground, look all around. Don't look down, look up in the air. Blue, the sky is over water. Blue, the sky is over water. Friends are gone, I'm all alone. Friends are gone, have to make some new ones. Drink my tea, sing songs about me. Visit UT and have some new fun. And blue, the sky is over water. Blue, the sky is over water. Working is hard on my life to survive. Sometimes I ask myself, will I ever have lived? And oh, how I miss the old days. Those days are gone, and I know I must change my own ways. 'Cause summer's here, love is near. Summer's here, and I'm still at home. Watch the cars, see the stars. The world's at war, and I'm still at home. And through the sky is over water. Blue, the sky is over water. Blue, the sky is over water. Blue, the sky is over water. Yeah. Song about Waterloo. That is what Austin, Texas was called before it was called before it was named after Stephen F. Austin. Alright, so singing about Austin, talking about Ray Hennig, playing the guitars that I playing the guitars that I bought at Ray Hennig's Heart of Texas Music. This beautiful Takamine 6-string right here, it's gone a long way with me. It's traveled all over the world with me, actually. Alright, so, like I said before, Ray Hennig asked me, do you have a good 6-string? And I said, well, no. And so he put this guitar in my hands, and I've been playing it ever since. Still play it at gigs to this day. Alright, let's do another one. This is a fun one. I've been waiting on your call. I've been waiting all night long. I've been wondering where you are. I've been waiting on your call. I was wondering what you're thinking when you look at me that way. When you looked into my eyes, then I saw you with some other guy. I've been waiting on your call. I've been waiting all night long. I've been waiting on your call. I've been wondering where you are. I was wondering that I liked you. I was hoping that you liked me too. I was wondering just what to do to get someone just like you. I've been waiting on your call. I've been waiting all night long. I've been wondering where you are. I've been waiting on your call. I just thought that maybe you and I could have a little moonlight drive. I would look at you and you would sigh. But in the end it's just another lie. I've been waiting on your call. I've been waiting all night long. I've been wondering where you are. I've been waiting on your call. I've been waiting for the phone to ring. I was hoping that you would call me. I was wondering just what sweet messages you bring me. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so rehashing a little bit of my history, talking about playing with Anchorheads. We were South Austin people. We were a South Austin band back in the 90s. We recorded our album over at Willie Nelson's place, Pertinalis. And not to brag or anything, but it was the week right after Sublime did their recording session in there, just saying. Just so you know, that's kind of how we roll. So we recorded out of Willie's place, and then we got a regular gig on South Congress at a little place called Trophies, which is now Seaboys. And we used to play there on Monday nights, every Monday night. Senator Gonzalo Barrientos would come in, and he would watch wrestling and listen to our band play. Those were fun times. Whew. Speaking of waiting around, let's do a little blues here. Actually, maybe I should do the blues on this other guitar I bought at Ray Hennig's. Hang on just a second. Hopefully this thing will have calmed down by now. So we in Anchorheads were a rock and roll band. We were a Texas, South Austin blues rock band, along the vein of Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimmy Vaughan, the Fabulous Thunderbirds, all those guys. We would play classic rock. We would play old school rock. We would play modern rock. We did everything rock. We did funk rock. We even did Jazz Odyssey at one point, if you can believe that. Yes, that's a Spinal Tap reference. But we also had all the drama of a rock and roll band of the late 90s. Just think Fleetwood Mac meets No Doubt, and that was the Anchorheads. Woo. All right, so my first electric guitar, I gotta say, was a PV Predator, which was a Strat knockoff. It was pretty good, but I was working at another music store called Northwest Music with David Lott's Beach up in North Austin, and we had a guy in there that worked on guitars. His name was Brent Wilson. Some of y'all might know Brent Wilson. He's pretty famous. Just a little bit. Plays with the Wagoneers, among others. And one day, he had Monty Warden's Epiphone Casino Seafoam Green up there at Northwest Music. And Brent tuned it up, restrung it, tuned it up, let me play one note on it, and I felt this vibration. And I was like, Brent, this guitar's alive. And he was like, yep, that's a casino. That's what the Beatles played. I was like, I gotta get one of those. Where can I get one? He said, well, we don't carry them here, but Ray does down at Heart of Texas Music. So I went down to Heart of Texas Music, and I was like, Ray, hey, I'm working up here at Northwest Music, but we don't carry these Epiphone Casinos, but I see them up here on your wall, and I would really like one like John Lennon's, you know, that blonde one with a Bigsby tailpiece down here. And he said, well, I could order you one of those, but if you put some money down, you can take this black one home with you and try it out and see what you think. So I took this black Epiphone Casino home for the weekend, and next week rolled around, Ray Hennig calls me up and he says, hey, I got that blonde Epiphone Casino with the Bigsby tailpiece you ordered. And I said, Ray, I don't know how to tell you this, but I kind of like this black one. And Ray said, I knew you were going to say that. To this day, I have no idea whether Ray actually ordered that Bigsby with that blonde Epiphone Casino with the Bigsby tailpiece or not. He knew I was going to buy this guitar when I took it home with me. And so here it still sits. And this is a guitar I've written lots of blues on. So, inspired by, of course, B.B. King, that's where this song comes from. Each and every night, waiting for something to happen, to come into my life. Why am I just sitting, waiting for a break? Well, I gotta make it happen. It's a chance I gotta take that chance, take that chance. If you don't get on the dance floor, are you ever gonna dance? Each and every night, but every time we go out, all we do is fight, and it ain't right. We gotta get it together, baby. We gotta make it happen. It's the risk we gotta take that risk, take that risk. If you don't pucker up, baby, you're gonna get kissed. One day I'll tell you, baby, we're gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna hit the burners are gonna get hot. Why do I just sit here each and every night, waiting for something to happen to come into my life? Why am I just sitting, waiting for a break? Well, I gotta make it happen. It's the chance I gotta take that chance, take that chance. If you don't get on the dance floor, are you ever gonna dance? Take that chance, take that chance. If you don't get on the dance floor, are you ever gonna dance? Woo! Yeah. Take that chance, yo. All right. So, I didn't really want to do this, but you kind of have to do it. I got time for one more song, and this is probably going to be... Just don't get your expectations up, let me put it that way. But, I'm doing this just for my own enjoyment right here. I might go back and watch this later, see how bad I messed this up. But, this goes out to Ray Hennig and Hard Texas Music on guitar that I bought from Ray. Played by, this is a song by the man that everybody knew Ray Hennig for. Here's a little Stevie Ray for you. Shadows, you must look a little while. She's my pride and joy. She must look a little baby. Now I'm her little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like ours, so won't never grow. She must look a little while. She's my pride and joy. She must look a little baby, now I'm her little lover boy. Like the finest wine, stay with her until the end of time. Well, she must look a little man. She's my pride and joy. She must look a little baby. Now I'm her little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like ours, it won't never grow. She must look a little man. She's my pride and joy. She must be a little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Ray. We'll see y'all next time.